The language that I have to describe part of my experience to a wider audience is OCD, but this doesn't really feel accurate. And part of the reason it doesn't feel accurate is the amount of time I've spent as a software engineer working on libraries with package names. So if I were to write a package called OCD, what kinds of environment variables would it depend on? That feels pretty significant, although a lot of people lump OCD into a category of recognizable experiences and move forward with some idea of what that means. Not every dimension has caused me to enter thought behavior spirals, and the dimensions that have don't align with the things that I saw on TV. Now that I do have more precise language to describe the experience that I can describe as OCD, I don't struggle with the same things because I can build structures to accommodate for the language I need. Although part of this language is physical, it's embodied in ways that aren't necessarily relatable. And part of the reason behind that is just the way that I developed with embodied cognition. This is going to be true for everyone, that we all develop differently the way that we embody cognition. And there are ways that we can synchronize understanding in terms of what kinds of experiences are we currently having, how do we move beyond the experience that we're currently having, how do we relate to groundedness and security or safety or wellness or possibility or whatever. I tried to use software engineering or programming. I tried to explore the language of my brain with programming, and that developed my skills with software. I struggle to recommend exploring the structures with the amount of attention that I did, although it exposed me to the nuances of some of the structures. Although there is still a lot for me to learn, there's still an infinity of computer science for me to explore still. So what I'm saying is obsessing over language didn't make me any closer to completing the infinity. Percentage wise, there's still a lot that I have to explore, and there are other ways that I could have developed relationship to language. Although one of the benefits of the amount of time that I've spent rewriting libraries over and over and over again, or scrutinizing over language and trying to figure out what each symbol could mean, is that now I have the skills to navigate software languages, and I've developed my own software language. There is a lot more that I want to build, and it helps when people fund my work because I can talk about it. And part of the work that's necessary now is seeing how Swoop applies to other domains and trying to figure out which elements of the symbols are best represented pictorially or across media multimodally. It's a research language for researching how language develops, and well, that's what I'm saying now. It's gone through a few different chapters of intent. I've gone through a few different cycles of scrutinizing the reasons that language represents the concepts the ways that it does, and how different belief systems can be supported with different relationships to linguistic sources. So this is relevant for the future of software engineering as a career, because the reasons why we connect to various sources depends on who relates to which structures, and the language that we share about the languages that we relate to impacts what we direct resources to. My servers are back online, so the link in my bio works. If you support my work, I can make more videos about it. Thank you if you have, and cheers.